Today on the workbench, we're back with this BLI 462, and I want to do another sound comparison video. The last one I didn't feel like it gave a fair shake to the TCS or the Soundtrax or the Digitrax one because they were all the stock configurations. So this time I have tweaked some things on each one. The Digitrax one, I downloaded a 462 program and put on there. So we'll do a little better comparison. Now the volumes are a little different, but I'm not going to worry too much about the volume. It's more about the sound quality. So the decoder that I have in it right now is the ESU Loc Sound V5. So we'll go ahead and we'll plug this thing in, get it started up. That's the coupler crash. I want to turn the headlight on there. That way the dynamo will start running. Okay. So we've got everything running there. Let's go ahead and we'll go through the sounds on this. And I pulled this right off of their website. This is the number 425 program on the ESU's website. So the RBMMBLW 462. So let's see, we've got 0. I'm just going to read down through the functions. Zeros, the headlights. F1 is our bell. Of course, our whistle. On F2. F3 is our coupler. F4 is our coast mode. F5 is a Mars light. F6 a cab light. We've got switching mode. F8 is our mute button. F9, it simulates a heavy load. Let's get this running. And you can see, the fine motor control here. That's on speed step 2 of 128. So I'm going to crank that up just a little bit. I've got that at 15. So our F9 button will simulate a heavy load. And you can hear that chuff become heavier. F10 is our brake. So there we stopped it. And let's see. There, release the brake. That was with our F10 button. We can shovel coal with F11. Turn that heavy chuff off. That way you can hear the coal. That is 11. Turn that off. F12 is a dimmer. 13 is class lights. F14 is an air pump. I can just barely hear that. I've got it turned down. Turn that off. Then the F15 is the speed of the pump. So F16, that's an injector. And you can hear that's like it letting off air. Tablet shut off there, it's reading off of. So let's shut that down. S17 is the brake. Let me go ahead and stop this. F18, that's an ash dump. '19, that's our blowdown. 20, that's a safety valve. F21 is an air horn. Okay. Why they have that on there, I'm not sure, but F22, I'll have to have it running because that's the rods. Actually, they don't have a sound slot for that one. So, turn that off. F23 is an oil headlight. F24 is a stoker. So you can hear that. Sounds like an old 2-cylinder tractor. Turn that off. F25. It's an oil burner blower. F26. It's a water refill. F27 is the dumping. F28 is a sanding valve. F29. Probably have to have it moving. It's the curve squeal. Yep. And there's an F30 for the brake squeal sound, or disable, and 31 is a sound fader. I'm not sure how you get to F29. Alright, but we've run through all the sounds except for the curve squeal. So we're going to take this one off and we're going to put in another decoder. So let me unplug that. That'll get rid of that. Always make sure you got the power off when you're changing out these decoders. So there's our ESU. We'll go with our Digitrax decoder. Go ahead and plug that back in. And I'm not sure why, but every time I put that decoder on there, it shorts. So let's see. We'll kind of start through the list on this one. We've got, we'll go ahead and start it. This is still 128 speed steps. This is step 1. So I'll go ahead and crank this up a little bit. Now, the ESU decoder, I had it probably at 60%. This one I've got at 65%. And there's no way to set the chuff timing on this, not that I know of. So let's see, we've got F1, of course, is the bell, F2 is the horn. Turn the headlight on, so we'll have our dynamo. F3 is our rod clank. F4 is a blowdown. Because I'll have to have it. There, I've hit the brake. Yep. Start that back up again. F4. Not getting a lot of blowdown sound there. Okay, we'll move on. F5 is a water pump. F6. It's another blowdown. F7. It's supposed to be a coupler clank, but I don't hear it here. 8 is mute. 9 is one short horn. 10, 2 short horns. 11, 3 short horns. 12 is a safety blowdown. I can hear that. Turn that off. F14. It's a greaser. Really can't hear it. 15. Let me shut that off. F15 is supposed to be a water fill, but I can't hear it. F16. That's supposed to be an ash dump. 17. Coal loading. F18. Coal stoker. And F19. Is the grade crossing. So that's our Digitrax decoder. And I don't know if I mentioned it when I started, but that is a... okay. That is a Lehigh Valley 462 program from Digitrax. So we'll turn the headlight off. We'll unplug that. Then we'll move on to contestant number 3, which will be our Soundtrax decoder, our Tsunami 2. So there's that. Plug this back in. The volume on this one, I think I've got it up around 70%. And this is the Tsunami 2, Soundtrax Tsunami 2, Steam 2. Let me get out my list for this one. That way I can kind of read them off. Of course, we'll turn our light on with our dynamo. F1 is the bell. F2 is the horn or whistle. F3 is the short whistle. F4 is the cylinder cocks. F5 is cut off or the drift enable. F6 is the cut off, drift disable. F7 is a dimmer. F8 is mute. F9 that's our grade crossing. Let's see. Start that up. Okay, so I've turned the sound off on that. Let's see, what else do we have? That was our grade, F9 was a grade crossing. Turn that back down. F10. Blow down. Evidently I've got a brake on. There, we'll turn the brake off. So, F12. Let's our brake select or a train line charge. F13 is our couple uncouple. 14 is switching mode, 15 is wheel change, 16 is a water stop, so let's stop that there. So there we can hear water. F17 is fuel. F18 is an ash dump. I can kind of hear that. Let me see. Get this thing started again. F19 wheel slow. That one I really like. And let's see, what else do we have? F20. Some injector. F21 is a sanding valve. F22. Oh. F22 is cab chatter. And then F23. So, alright. So there is the, oh, one other thing I want to show you. Look at this moving. The dynamic exhaust. Oh, my goodness. There, I did it. Alright, let's try that again. So, one last thing I want to show you here. Get this running again. This is the dynamic exhaust. So you can tell as I started applying pressure to the wheel and slowing that down, it senses that, and the sound compensates for that. So that's the Soundtrax decoder. Alright, let's unplug this. We'll move on to the last one, which is the TCS decoder. This is a TCS WOW steam decoder. And see, this is the great thing about this decoder, buddy. No matter how many decoders I have for all 21 pin, I can put them on there. Let me get my list out as to what things are. This one has 18 functions here. So we'll plug this back in. There's our horn, and this one I have set down to about 70% also. So there's our bell. Turn the headlight on there, you can hear the dynamo. So that's 0, 1, and 2. 3 is short horn. 4 is the that's the quill. As you can see, I've started it up there. I'm on speed step 2 of 128. That quill goes for a long time. Here, kind of speed that up a little bit. We're at speed step 11 there. And we'll hit our cylinder cocks. Six is a brake release. 7, every time you hit this, this is the brake, and it'll apply 20% of the brake every time you hit it. So there, that slowed it down. It's got a nice sound to it. We'll go right back to step 12. Let's see. 8 is our mute button. 9, we can switch the whistles. 10 is the Johnson bar. That's Johnson bar down. 11 is the Johnson bar up. 12 is the injector. 13 is an air pump. 14 is a blower. 'Slow that down. So let's see. 15
switching momentum
is a switching momentum. That'd take us to, well, we don't really need to do that.
Main line momentum.
Okay, there, we're going back to the main line. 16 is a horn. Let's see what that is. Nothing. Alright, 17 is shoveling. And then 18 is a blowdown. Alright, we've got that turned off now. So that's all of the sounds on the TCS decoder. And like I say, this is just for comparison only. I'm not recommending one over the other, but this gentleman, he is going to get the ESU Loc-Sound V5. I believe most of his locomotives are the ESU, and so he can program all of that. But yeah, we're done with this. I'll go ahead and put the ESU decoder back in this, and well, actually I'll just go ahead and do that right now. So I've unplugged the power, and we make it underneath a half an hour on this. Get that. Make sure I got the right decoder. The Soundtrax and the ESU decoders are both blue. So I gotta really pay attention there. So there's that. We'll put our shell back on. And that didn't go back far enough. There we go. All right, so let's plug it back in. And we'll select our loco there. moving. So I'm going up to speed step 15 of 128 right there. Turn our heavy load back on. All right. So that's the final product right there. Go ahead and slow that down. And, well, we didn't make it under 30 minutes, but we've made it just over 31 minutes. So, all right. Thanks for watching.